Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Tuesday, June 23rd, 2015. Ra and Asha here in the Lynn-Body-Mind, Black Wolf and Fritz in the Jamie Body-Mind, other teammates both above and in smaller subatomic levels. So much has changed in the last couple of days. So much was kicked up by Pan's great contributions that we have no idea really where this session on video is headed today.
That's true.
So our intention is to do what is ours to do in all dimensions right now, to trigger the awakening right now. And with that, it begins. There's free-floating emotion.
That's true.
That seems to be able to be summarized like this. I cannot see how to solve this problem,
That's true.
and I am not yet willing to acknowledge that it's unsolvable.
That's true.
I'm in a strange in-between. This is a quote.
That's true.
Friends, we repeat the offer we've been making to you all day. Those of us who have already signed this document are willing to take on any bad karma that you might accrue by making a mistake of overreacting.
That is true.
We go back to something that was said September 20th, 2014 in Planet Earth Dating
That's
by
true.
very wise beings, very tall beings. They
That's true.
said, we urge you to take the most extreme action possible. And that advice continues to stand as valid. Nothing that we have come across in all the work we've done since then
Yes, that's true.
has argued with that in any way, shape, or form. To the contrary, everything we have come across shows that the actions that all of us as a collective are taking are too small. We're taking bites that are too small.
That's true.
And that we need to take much larger bites, take the most extreme action possible. And so we urge all of you have something that in your heart you have been come to believe this is the most extreme action I can possibly take. There
That's
isn't
true.
anything more extreme than this.
That's true.
And the feeling around us is that we're afraid and I'm quoting,
Right.
we're afraid to take these actions because it might be a big bad mistake and we would accrue big bad karma.
Yes, that's true.
There is a declaration that has been signed by all of us who have come to believe that this problem is insoluble,
That's
that the
true.
only way to solve this problem is to have a collective fresh start.
That's true.
And we who have signed, the undersigned, say, take the extreme action. We urge
That's
you
true.
to take that most extreme action. And should there be any bad karma that would accrue to you as a result of your taking that extreme action,
Yes.
then we will carry the bad karma for
For
you.
you.
We absolve
That's true.
you of that bad karma.
That's true.
Now, should there be bad karma that accrues to you because you don't take actions, that's on
That's
your
all
nickel.
yours.
That's
That's
all
true.
yours. We only take any bad karma that may potentially accrue
That's true.
should there actually be something that is an over-the-top reaction.
That's true.
I myself don't believe there is such a thing as an over-the-top reaction.
I don't.
Those tall beings said, we urge you to take the most extreme action possible. The most extreme action possible.
That's true.
And to do it right now. And that was fully 9 months ago.
That's true.
In Planet Earth Dating, which is by far the slowest time tracking system that we have come across in all these many, many, many dimensions we've been traveling
That's
through.
true.
I do get a sense that some people are very gingerly, Greg's precise word,
That's true.
approaching and pulling little strings.
That's true. Teeny, teeny little strings.
That's nothing.
It's not even making a ripple.
That's crazy.
That's true.
I've
I've
streaming
seen
up
it way up,
as
as close to the center of the bullseye as we can
possible.
get right now.
Yes. Thank you.
I see a hand waving.
I see a hand waving.
It's true.
It looks like a male hand.
It does. Looks like one of the gloved raw hands.
It does. Will you press your
The
takedown
takedown button.
Test it. Just see what
That's true.
happens. We'll take any bad karma that accrues as the result.
That's true.
And if there's an error, you can always clean it up. But
That's
take
true.
it. Press it. Something happened.
That is true.
It feels like his button affects time. We've been
That's
working with
true.
space,
That's
buttons
true.
that affect space. That one seems to shear off time.
That's true.
S-H-E-A-R.
Yes,
Shear
off time. That's true.
Fascinating. That's fascinating.
That's
Would you
true.
be willing to do that again so that we can observe that one more time? Fritz has his machines running
That's true.
to see what he can pick up.
That's true.
And again, it has the sensation of just shimmying off weeks this time.
That's
it's
true.
more like a finer tuning. Before, lots of time
That's
fell
true.
away,
Phew.
and now just
Little time.
little bits of time. Would you
That's
be willing to
true.
press it one more time? It seems as though it's honing in on the right time frame.
That's true.
So my story is this.
Yes.
That what this is doing is drawing the fence, so to speak, around the time in which the troubles are relevant,
This
the
is
troubles
true.
occurred. Here is where the contamination arose, and
That's
here's
true.
where it ends. Boom, this
Boom.
is the time to draw it up in a net, so
That's
to
true.
speak.
That's true.
That's very handy. Would you be willing to press it again, sir? And get it more precisely accurate. Very little shaves
very little.
off.
Yeah.
Seconds, maybe.
It could be.
Well, that's probably now we've tapped,
That's my
That,
story. Is
yeah.
that button is now
has been used.
used.
So, friend, would you now be willing to seal your sealing?
Yes.
I
That
believe
feels like it.
he says it's already been done, but he's
Yeah.
doing it
He's doing
again.
it again. That's true.
And
now
to call up to as close to the center of the bullseye as you can get right now,
That's
which
true.
is surely much higher
That's true.
than
And
we
more
can
accurate.
reach, and far more accurate
That's
than we
true.
can reach. And ask that person up there to test his or her takedown button.
That's
and
true.
see what happens. And friends, those of you who are watching this gentleman do
Yes.
this, you yourself can get up and do more. We urge
That's
you
true.
to take the most extreme
Extreme
action possible, and
Test
we
your
will
takedown button.
we will take the bad karma that
That's
comes
true.
from an over response. Now, so far, all we've seen from you are
under responses.
and
That's true.
that's on your nickel. That bad karma is yours to wear.
That's true. If you have a button, test it.
Or a lever, or some
It's
way.
true. Pull chain, lever.
That's right.
Switch on the
some
wall.
way of providing a collective, fresh
Start. That's true.
And if not, then we urge you to once more pull up the lines that are reaching up
Connected.
from below. That's right. That
true.
are connected
To your own.
Well, to
Well,
anybody who's
that's
in the
true.
physical. There are souls trapped in the
That's
physical
true.
dimension without higher dimension support.
That's true.
Many of them are your own lower souls.
That's true.
But some of them are complete strangers, and does it really matter? Are you
No.
willing to pull them all up? It's like walking down a beach covered with starfish. Are
That's
you
true.
willing to throw at least some of the starfish back into
To
the
the
water,
water.
or are you just stepping over the dying starfish
That's
in your
true.
selfish journey down the beach?
That's true.
So look at all those little, it looks like hairs sticking up
That's
out
true.
of
Thin strands.
filth.
That's true.
Pull those strands. There's a soul on the other end of it. All of them have souls on the other end.
That's true.
Those are like their breathing tubes.
Yeah, it's true.
Very small effort.
Some.
Let's pulse from
Pull.
way down deep, providing an updraft. And again, we see the transport station that's right under where the opening used to be into the coal mine.
That's true.
It definitely looks like bad things happened here.
That's true.
It's not in anywhere near the condition that it was yesterday.
That's true.
You know what it reminds me of
What?
is in a repeated war zone like Lebanon or South Sudan,
Yeah.
where there's been a war and then a tentative peace and an effort at rebuilding, and then boom, the war comes through again.
That's true.
Like Vietnam.
Yes, that's true.
When the crazy Americans were bombing Vietnam for 20 or 25 years.
That's true.
They would rebuild the villages. Thich Nhat Hanh said they rebuilt the villages so that people would have hope.
That's true.
And they knew that the villages would be bombed again.
That's
but to not
true.
rebuild them, people would give up, fall into despair, and die. And
That's
so
true.
his order, the Order of the Phoenix, would go out and help the populace rebuild their villages.
That's true, over and over.
Over and over. And that's the sensation here, friends, over and over. This is an outpost of hope to these people trapped in the physical dimensions.
That's true.
It's fallen onto hard times, and I don't even really see very many volunteers here right now.
True.
Yesterday there were huge numbers of volunteers.
It's true, not very many.
I don't see very many.
No, I don't.
It's as if when the bombing got really intense, Oxfam pulled out, Mercy Corps pulled out.
Yeah, that's true.
And just left these people to fend for themselves, and not all of them did. There are some volunteers over there, I can see them, but not many.
That's true.
Wow. We can just
That's
provide
true.
a wave of energy that will
That's true.
draw these suffering souls into a transport, and even the transport system seems to have broken down. Maybe that's
true.
what happened, is that the subways, so to speak, the vertical subways
Yes.
stopped working.
That could be.
It is possible.
It's hard
Well-
to tell what caused what.
True.
It could be that the volunteers pulled out and so the transport stopped working, or it could be that the transport stopped working and so the volunteers pulled out.
True.
I'm not sure which one.
It could be lots of things.
That's true.
But what is clear is that this isn't working,
That's
and
true.
that the portal, which was wide open yesterday, is shrinking smaller again, and soon what we'll
That's
have
true.
is children trapped in the coal mine.
That's
So,
true.
friends, again, speaking to those in the non-physical, at least rescue your own lower souls. At least do that.
That's true.
At least rescue your own lower souls. Call
That's
to
true.
yourself. Call to yourself. And I see a lot of people like crawling over other bodies,
that's
you know,
true.
like scrambling. Can you see
And
how
reaching
many
up.
of you are there?
That's
Call
true.
to yourself and pull yourself out. Maybe that will create enough updraft that it will get
Yeah,
these subway
others
cars going. Try to pull the subway cables. Call to yourselves, your lower selves. Get in the subway cars and then start to pull on the subway cables. And then others can also get in the cars as well. And it's like those really jam-packed subway stations where people are just shoulder to shoulder.
That's
Yes.
true.
And chest to back.
That's true.
Just packed in. Everybody trying to get on the trains. Desperate, desperate.
That's true.
Let's pulse it up.
Pulse it out.
Pulse it up. Get the energy going. Get the trains moving smoothly. What's important is predictable speeds.
That's true.
We don't want to get a fast jerk upward of the train and then stop. We want
That's true.
predictable speeds so that people don't feel like this is their one and only chance.
That's true.
But you can all fish. You can all
That's
draw up these subway lines, these subway cars. You can all draw them up.
That's
We
true.
can all draw them up through our own
Own
spines.
spines.
There's so much to do, friends. Now is the time.
Now is the time.
Find something and do it. Find something and do it. Now is the time. Draw up the souls. Press the takedown buttons. Seal the ceilings to protect your own higher souls.
That's true.
Draw up the lower souls, your own lower souls. Seal the ceilings to protect your own higher souls.
That's true.
And the higher souls of others. Drawing up the lower souls of others
That's
also.
true.
And call upstairs to ask wiser minds above to take even more extreme actions and provide a collective restart. We'll take the bad karma.
That's true. The declaration stands all the way up.
Everyone, that's all of us. Call in our own higher souls and future lives, and then drop down to refresh our lower selves, just filling up the cups that already exist,
It's true.
not making new cups. And consider if it's wise to consolidate the cups. If after the download occurs, you still have cups that are not full, take the cup who's most tired and pour that energy into other cups of us.
That's
and to
true.
release that cup. See, that cup is already broken. Let that cup break. I feel a lot of cups breaking.
That's true.
A big exhale up and out.